Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Dual Destinies. Previously, Clavier Gavin, that's right, not Christoph, Clavier, he helped us investigate this stage, and we found plenty of clues. We also spoke once again with Scuttlebutt, and she gave us some very, very useful pictures. I think this will help greatly, because I worked out that I'm pretty sure that big billboard being put up, I think that is the Starlight Moon artwork that appears here. I think we can use this to disprove that this was taken right before the murder. That's not the actual legitimate night sky, but just some artwork that was passing by the second floor window. We also spoke a bit more with Hugh O'Connor, and the mystery of this kind of blackmail that Black Quill has against him, it's very intriguing, and that brings us to the actual scene of the crime, the art room. We're finally allowed in to look around, so... Did I already examine everything? No, I don't think I did. Yeah, we have plenty to do, but first, let's have a little chat. Find anything new, Detective Fulbright? Good question. Unfortunately, the answer is nothing much yet. He sure is confident for having found nothing. But if we're talking outside of the art room, there has been a major breakthrough. Oh dear. Unless I find out what that is, I don't know what I shall do. No need for the theatrics. I was told I could fill you in on this one. Wow, you saw right through me, Detective. I'm impressed. Looking to get arrested for murder via unwarranted flattery, are we? How does that work? So, what's the major breakthrough you mentioned? You want to know? You really want to know? You really? Come on, just tell us already. Oh, you're no fun. Anywho, we got the results of the voice print analysis back. Voice print? You mean for this tape recorder? Exactly. The voice belongs to the suspect, Miss Woods, beyond a shadow of a doubt. See right here? They analyzed the voice on the tape inside and out. Uh-oh. Alright. And you thought the voice on the tape was saying Hugh O'Connor. Ha 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 ha. Thanks for the good laugh, Miss Cykes. Oh, he's the last person I want laughing at me. So now there's evidence of Juniper shouting, "You're a goner," around the time of death. If we were to take this as truth, how were we supposed to make sense of it? I don't know. I can't think of any reason why Junie would shout that in the first place. Maybe talking about expulsion? Let's have a little look for ourselves. Voice print analysis. Issue. Does the voice shouting, "You're a goner," belong to Juniper Woods? Result: the voice is a perfect match. Note 1. Testing is underway regarding signs of post-recording editing. Oh. Note 2. The tape has about 10 minutes 35 seconds of noise requiring further testing. Interesting. Okay then. Let's look around. What the hell is that? It kind of looks like there's a prosecutor's badge on the top of the statue. But it's not if you look real close. Another strange, difficult to understand work of art. Oh look, it has a title. Guilty, Guilty, Guilty. Heh, real creative. Art. Either it's too abstract to understand or as subtle as a sledgehammer. A mock trial script on the floor, and nearby an envelope marked "Use." I wonder if Miriam's script was ever really inside that envelope. Let's see here. By Miriam Scuttlebutt. And the title is Rouge et Noir, Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment. I wouldn't take part in that mock trial if she begged me. It says there are special rules allowing the payment of bribes while court is adjourned. Oh, and you can bring in up to $3 worth of fabricated evidence. It also says, welcome to the darkest mock trial ever, where the end justifies the means. The prosecution claims this is the script that was supposed to have been used. But the scripts were selected by Professor Court. Considering how much she valued the truth, I seriously doubt she'd pick a script entitled Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment. Wow, you have that title memorized already? Look, a piece of pottery. Looks like it's already been fired. I bet Robin made it. And I bet it won't last long, not with the way she deals with her own work anyway. Yeah, it seems like such a waste. I mean, this one already has some color on it. It looks just like bloodstains the way the glaze was dribbled on it. Just like bloodstains? In justice we trust. That does look like bloodstains. We'd better examine it at once. I get it. The victim was stabbed in the middle of the room where the big bloodstain is, and then brought over here, at which point some of her blood dripped onto these pieces. That means the body very well could have been dropped from this window. In the mock trial script, the body was dropped onto a mat. Then a ball cart was used to move it over to the stage. The maintenance area is below this room, and the storehouse there has a mat and ball cart. So even the moving of the body was carried out just like in the script. The killer sure had a thing for Junie's script. Well, what do you expect? That's why we suspected the defendant in the first place. Well, you're wrong, and I'm going to prove it in court. Interesting. I'm shocked that wasn't added to evidence. Huh. 3 busts sitting on a shelf. A judge, a defendant, and either a lawyer or prosecutor. The bearded one must be the judge, and the bummed-out-looking one the defendant. Look, there's another one that's fallen onto the floor. I wonder which one fell, the lawyer or the prosecutor? Think, Apollo, think. This could tell us how tomorrow's trial will go. I'll just wait for tomorrow's horoscopes, thanks. Isn't that a mock trial script? Actually, there's a whole bunch of them here. Let's see. Looks like everyone from the judge course submitted one. The victim, Constance Court, was the Fine Art Club's advisor. So she probably spent a lot of time up here in addition to her other duties. This isn't where I'd keep a bunch of scripts, but I'd wager that's how they wound up here. Poor, stressed out, overworked Professor Court. I know exactly how that feels. You must, because your desk always looks like a tornado hit it. Oh, you're one to talk, Apollo. Me? What about Mr. Wright? Maybe we should rename the firm Wright Stuff All Over the Place Agency. A picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. R. Newman. Wow, Robin must have painted this. Is this Juniper? The clothes are different, but... Oh, look, there's a piece of paper stuck to the back. Let's see what it says. Completely lacks Professor Court's artistry. Must keep practicing. Robin. Huh. I think this is plenty good myself. I wonder what it would have looked like if Professor Court had painted Juniper. I bet it would have been really artistic looking. Yes, the art would look artistic. Clock.
This is the clock that created that major problem for Junie. Let's take a closer look.
Don't waste your time. I've checked it and it's 100% accurate.
You sure? How do you check it?
Of course I'm sure. I compared it to my own watch, see?
Detective Fulbright, didn't you notice that your watch had stopped?
It has. Oh, this is unacceptable. We obviously can't rely on him. Let's take a look for ourselves.
Let's see. Wait a second. It's ahead by 1 whole hour. Well, Detective?
But...
This clock must have also been an hour ahead when the photo was taken. If so, that would have fit perfectly with Junie's testimony. Prosecutor Blackwell won't like this. I must feel sorry for the detective. Almost.
You can at least pretend to feel sorry by wiping that big grin off your face. Oh, wait just 1 minute. The clock is an hour ahead right now, sure. What proof do you have that was running ahead on the day of the crime?
That's a good question. Wait, I think I might just have something. Detective Fulbright, you would agree that there is a moon outside this window, right?
Sure, a nice crescent one, like something out of a picture book.
But if you look at that window in the back with the winch attached to it, you'll see that the only view to be had is the opposite side of the school building.
Oof, then what's this moon doing here?
I wonder. Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you?
That's right, but I hadn't seen this stage until yesterday. That backdrop with the starry sky and big crescent moon isn't half bad.
Isn't this one the same as the one painted on the stage backdrop? The proof's right here, Detective. This shows it was 6 p.m. when the photo was taken.
Here we go. Using this much, sooner than I thought we would. That's gotta be it.
Take that!
I know what this moon really is. If you look at this photo, you'll know too. This shows where that moon in the photo came from and the truth of Junie's testimony.
What? Where? Where does it show that?
If you look right here, it'll all become crystal clear.
Bam!
Take that!
They were still prepping the stage, so its backdrop wasn't in place yet. This photo shows them in the process of moving the backdrop into position.
I can see that. That's the big board hanging here. The size matches, too. But there's no picture. That's a crucial detail.
It is, but I believe what we're seeing in this photo is the back of the board.
The back of the...
That's right. And at around 6 p.m. when this was taken, a photo of that same board was being taken from the front.
What do you mean, the front? The front is against the wall.
That's where you're wrong. What about the window? Remember how we said the moon shouldn't even exist in this photo? Take a good look.
Are you suggesting the moon is the one on the backdrop?
Exactly. In short, this photo was taken while the backdrop was being moved. And as you can see here, it was around 6 p.m. when the backdrop was being set in place. So, the art room clock was running fast at least as far back as the day of the murder.
How can I ever face Prosecutor Blackwell now?
Yes, I just blew a hole in a piece of the prosecution's evidence.
Nice. Glad we did that. Well, I guess we'll keep going on.
A picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. C. Court. Wow, Professor Court must have painted this.
So is this what they consider art? I really don't get it.
I swear I've seen this girl before. There's an air of fragility about her, and those pity-inducing eyes. Who is this again? Her name's on the tip of my tongue.
It's pretty obvious to me.
There's a paint palette here. No surprise there, considering this is an art room.
Looks like someone mixed yellow and red to make orange.
I prefer yellow. You, on the other hand, are way too red.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think this is saying that the two of us have to work together to solve this case. Oh, what if this is Professor Court sending us a message from beyond the grave?
What about the blob right next to it, the one with red and green? Edgeworth and Gumshoe?
Maybe she's implying that you need more delicious greens in your diet?
Are you saying Professor Court is watching over our dietary habits from the pearly gates?
Hey, this area with a rope around it.
That's where we detected a large bloodstain. In short, the victim was stabbed here or somewhere close by.
The fact that there is no visible blood means it was wiped up with something, right?
Right, but we were able to detect trace amounts of blood. Merely wiping it up does not remove all evidence of wrongdoing, and that,
in a nutshell, is justice, right?
I'd appreciate it if you'd let me have the cool lines. I feel so sorry for him.
Hey, look! That's you on this mobile, Apollo. A red demon.
A red demon? Looks more like a snake curled around a brush to me. No, see the antennae and the yellow spots on its back? Anyone can see it's a ladybug.
I guess we'll have to agree to disagree.
Fine, we can investigate this further at a later date. Agreed? Okay, let's do that. You okay with that, Athena?
I really regret bringing this up.
Nothing on the ceiling that we can see.
I can see the other half of the building over there, and the quad and stage down below.
Yeah, this must be the window Detective Fulbright stuck his head out of earlier.
Oh yeah, thanks for the help, Detective.
A true champion of justice always comes running to those in need.
Great, then how about telling us Prosecutor Blackwell's strategy for tomorrow?
Alright, let me think.
Well?
Oh, hey, I'm not falling for that.
So close I could almost taste it. Some wire and a winch. So this is how they reeled the banners in and out.
Excuse me? Oh. I shifted my stance and my controller disconnected. That's alarming. Anyway.
There's a nice view of the stage from here.
Prosecutor Gavin is still standing in front of that broken statue.
So it really wasn't you, Apollo? Don't worry, you can tell me. I won't tell anyone.
Ugh. I'll never clear my name unless we catch the real culprit. And finally, what is this imprint? Hey, it's gone. Oh, that statue.
Yeah, didn't we see it collapsed and in rubble?
I swear we saw it outside, right? Did I make that up? I don't know. Remember that strange statue in the school camera photo?
You're right. Wonder where it is. Robin's a member of the Fine Arts Club. Maybe she could shed some light on this.
Well, I think we've examined pretty much everything we can. By the way, did Prosecutor Blackwell happen to tell you anything about tomorrow's trial? In justice we trust. It's no use trying to pry more information out of me. having just learned that the clock had been 1 hour fast, means we're back to square one concerning the suspect's actions that day.
Huh. Wonder what the main argument will be about now.
How the body was moved would be my guess, but Prosecutor Blackwill's got his own plans.
Oh? Does he now? Detective Fulbright?
Try as you might, I won't say another word about the investigation.
No, I wasn't going to ask about that. I was just wondering if you'd seen Robin.
Oh, you mean Miss Robin Newman. She was just here a moment ago. And she mumbled something about watching videos in the lecture hall.
Video? What video?
Thanks, Detective. Athena, I think we should stop by the lecture hall.
Right, let's go.
Oh, cheers for that, Detective Fulbright. I wonder if we'll see him in court. I don't know.
There she is! Robin! Hey, Robin! Oh, Athena, Apollo!
What are you watching there?
Oh, it just so happens to be a video of the mock trial. I had to use a bit of coercion to get it, but the end justifies the means, right? There it is again. Professor Means sure has a lot of influence around here. Care to look into the true connection between the murder and the mock trial with me? Sounds great, but do you mind if we ask you some questions first? Sure, I'll tell you anything you W-A-N-T.
Alright. First though, any thoughts on the new evidence?
Yay, a present from Athena! Oh, this is so exciting. Sorry, but it's not a present. I wanted to know whether you knew anything about it. Sob, that's not nice, Athena. Why are you so cranky today?
I wasn't until a moment ago. Huh. Alright, let's chat.
About your confession today. Why'd you do it? Because Juniper hasn't done anything wrong. I had to stop the trial by any means possible. Right. The end justifies the means, so you're a follower of Professor Means, too? Professor Means is a wonderful teacher, as was Professor Court. I like them, B-O-T-H. She brushed that one off like a pro.
But with that style of justice, you run the risk of breaking the law.
Well, I'm prepared to quit school because of this case. What? Why? I want to be an artist. That's what I really want, man. But no! My parents forced me to study to become a prosecutor. But if the trial went south, you'd have to drop out and give up on being a prosecutor. That's what you're really after, isn't it? Uh-huh. Sniffle. Talk about someone who literally changes at the bat of an eyelash.
I guess she's been dealing with her own problems too. That totally makes sense.
Yeah, I suppose so, but that doesn't make what she did right.
Could you tell us about what you were doing on the night of the murder?
Finishing the statue. I was on the stage until the last bell. That's right. You made the statues of Mr. Wright and Prosecutor Gavin, didn't you? Oh, yes. Yes, I did. Both of them.
Alright. Spill it.
This is just a formality, but can you prove you were making the statues at that time? Can I prove it? You think I'm the killer now? No, that's not what I meant. Both Hugh and Robin were still at school after 7 p.m., but neither of them can prove exactly what they were doing. Could one of them really have murdered Professor Court? Have there been any problems now that everyone here knows you're a girl? No worries there. I discussed the matter with Professor Court some time ago. I told her I wanted to let everyone know I was really a girl. And just today I found out that she spoke with the school administration on my behalf.
Wow, they must really like you.
I know, right? But now I can finally be myself here at school. I don't have to hide the fact that I love girly clothes. That's why, Athena, I simply must have this and this by any means possible. What? But this is evidence we need for the trial. Sorry, but no can do. Oh, don't be a party pooper, Athena. Come on, please, pretty please.
Stage costume-related evidence taken in classic N justifies the means style. What? Wow. Alright.
Oh, darn it. Anyway, thank you again, Athena. Thank you for revealing who I really am. I wanted everyone to know before the snitch found out. The snitch? Sounds like a new lead.
The snitch?
There's a rumor going around that one of the students here is a snitch. I hear they're watching everything we do, our activities, our relationships, our interests, and reporting it all to one of the professors.
I mean, come on, dude. We all know who this is, right? Randall. No, Scuttlebutt.
But why would anyone do that? Officially, I heard it's to seek out misconduct among the student body. But rumor has it grades are being brought and sold through the surveillance network.
That's bribery. The situation at Themis Legal Academy is worse than I thought.
While all of this is important stuff, I still want to ask about that thing in the art room. I'll have to present some evidence to show her what I'm talking about, though.
Aha. Right here.
Robin, I just remembered something I wanted to ask you. This photo shows a piece of art on the table. Do you know what it is? Whoa! Whoa! Look at that unique artistic sense. That has to be one of Professor Court's creations, man.
You know, it is very similar to that signed painting by her, yeah.
Professor Court's artistic sense?
Oh.
Professor Court's artistic sense. That's a tough one. I'd say it's avant-garde and very eclectic. In other words, it's weird and all over the place. Come to think of it, that strange-looking painting in the art room was one of Professor Court's works, wasn't it? The statue in that photo was originally a statue of Lady Justice. Lady Justice. Professor Court had planned on placing it on the judge's bench in the lecture hall. But the day before the mock trial, it broke while she was polishing it. She said she'd take it back to the art room and try and fix it somehow.
Oh. Okay. Okay, hold on. You know what this screams to me? This screams like the method by which Professor Court's location was manipulated by the real killer. I feel like the statue was broken on purpose. Wait, was it broken or damaged? Yeah, it broke. I know it says it broke while she was polishing it, but I'm thinking maybe it could have been sabotaged in some way. I don't know, it just seems like a very convenient way to get Court into this room. Huh.
So, this is the statue in its proper state? You bet. Just look at that wild silhouette. Wow, it's so C-U-T-E. I don't get it. Do you have to be an artist to appreciate stuff like this?
Athena, the Lady Justice that you put back together on that stage.
Oh, right. I didn't realize before because it was in pieces, but before it was smashed. Maybe it didn't look like Lady Justice, but more like it does in the photo.
That's right. That's where I saw it before.
But what in the world was it doing on the stage?
Huh. Well, I think that about covers it.
Okay, then how about watching the mock trial video with me? What do you say? Sure, sounds good to me. So how do you want to watch it? All classroom desks at the school have their own built-in computer, you know?
Wow, this place is definitely a lot cushier than I thought.
I know you guys are in a hurry, so I'll just fast forward to the important parts. Let's start with the professor's pre-trial speech.
Okay, I guess I need to find a voice for Professor Court. No, wait, we spoke to her before she was murdered, that's right. God, it feels like ages ago, probably because it was. Yeah, I wasn't really going to mention it, but I did. For posterity, I should mention that I have taken like a month-long break from recording. I'm back now, though. Feel better than I was. Anyway.
Good afternoon. I would like to start by thanking you for coming here today.
Oh, that's Professor Means.
Oh, that sounds like Professor Means.
The mock trial, the crown jewel event of the school festival, will begin shortly.
Is the camera like this the whole time? Yeah, it's in the fixed position in front of the stage.
When I was a student, I too could hardly wait for this day to come.
How come teachers' speeches always make me so sleepy? Let's just skip to the end of the speech.
Hello?
What's going on with my controller?
Now let the mock trial begin. Well, there's Juniper on the move. 10 minutes later? Alright.
Hey, what's the deal here? Why is Junie so large in this shot?
Looks to me like she cut right in front of the camera.
Juniper was also in charge of the audio. Even though she was already playing a part in the mock trial itself. She had to do it to keep the script details secret. She was all over the place that day.
Oh my, diagram, okay.
When she wasn't in the trial, she was in the audio control room dealing with the music. Oh, so this is what the lecture hall looks like.
Looks like there's a judge's bench back by the screen and a witness stand up front. Can't you see this right from where you're oh, whatever.
What about these balconies with the professors' names on them? Those are the faculty seats. Professor Means and Professor Court were in charge of scoring the mock trial. Huh. Okay, let's fast forward this bit.
And that's why the defendant is definitely guilty!
Ah, that was me. Could you tell?
Objection. A frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab a professor with an arrow? I don't think so.
You read that line in the mock trial, Apollo, but you made it sound kind of weird.
Cut me some slack. It was my first time reading that script.
I think Juniper's going to speak next. I didn't do it. I had suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true I shouted, "You're a goner," but I didn't mean it.
Okay, hello. Wow, what an emotional performance. She put a real actress to shame.
Wait, could you go back and play that scene again?
You really think that's necessary? Oh, I got it. Someone clipped out this audio from the recording of this mock trial and played it in the room to fool the bugs that were recording the art room. I got it. It was a clipped out snippet of this line of dialogue in the play. Oh my god, that's so clever.
I didn't do it. I had suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true I shouted, "You're a goner," but I didn't mean it. Stop, did you hear that?
I think you're onto something. Let's play that last part again.
I don't follow. What are you guys so excited about? I think this piece of evidence should explain it. Time to show Robin a piece of evidence that links the line we just heard to the case.
Take that!
I'm sure you remember this. It contains a female voice shouting a violent threat. I'll play it for you. "You're a goner." The voice and performance do sound similar, but I can't believe this is happening. It's just a possibility, but if the voice on this tape is really a recording, one made from the mock trial video, then that means this evidence was fabricated.
They didn't get to do a voice print analysis in time for court today. That's why the gender of the voice became so important. And if the real killer had foreseen that gender would become key in today's trial,
he would have tried to deflect attention away from himself by making the suspect female. So basically, the only one with something to gain from doing this is our sole male suspect.
Oh, crap.
Wait a second. No way!
Professor Means' credo is the end justifies the means. So it makes perfect sense that a student who took those words to heart would fabricate evidence. We need to get that tape analyzed as soon as possible. Tape recorder updated in the court record. Allow me to assist you with that? Oh no. Oh, good. I thought for sure it was Professor Means, but this is good.
Prosecutor Gavin, at least make some kind of noise so we know you're there.
It's go big or go home with rock star entrances, Fraulein. Timing is everything. Let me make a copy of that tape right now. I'll get... Thank you for the reminder. Past me. Alright. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Let me make a copy of that tape right now, and I'll get the results as soon as I can. I trust that would be alright.
Very much so. Thanks.
Well, Athena, it's almost sundown. Isn't it about time we head over to the detention center?
I think Junie will agree that this is something that could prove her innocence, but will her heart really be open to accepting it? She had to have known this was what I'd find.
Ooh. Yeah, after all, this does implicate one of her close friends. Yikes.
And that about covers the main gist of our investigation.
I see. Very interesting. You've been quite the busy beaver today.
Thank you for all your hard work, Athena. Well, my time's about up, and it will be getting dark soon, so... Junie, you must be tired after being on your feet all day. You should go home and... No, wait. You have to listen to me. I don't want to hear anymore. I know what you're going to say, Athena. Junie, you promised. We're going to discover the truth behind this murder mystery, and we're going to bring you solid evidence showing just what that truth is. If we succeed in doing that, I want you to promise that you'll accept it, Junie, no matter how hard it is to hear. Okay, but only if it's the real truth. So please, please, just listen to what I have to say. Once you've heard me out, I'll let you decide what to do.
All right. Oof.
The voice in this recording has been proven to be yours, Junie. And in the mock trial video, we can hear you reading your line from the script. We're having both of them analyzed now, but from what I can tell, the voices are the same. And the only one who'd benefit from faking the voice recording would be Hugh. But that doesn't make any sense. I mean, Hugh confessed in order to protect me. This may sound strange, but his confession is a ploy to make himself look less suspicious. In other words, he was just pretending to protect you. Besides, his confession came after you and Robin had already confessed. If he hadn't confessed right then as well, wouldn't that have seemed a little suspicious? Say what you will, Athena, but none of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. Hugh is a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble.
No. Wait, Athena. My bracelet reacted just now.
It did? But why? Junie, can you look me in the eye and repeat what you just said? None of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. Hugh is a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble.
Yeah, that part's the lie. Now I'm sure of it. She's lying. Uh-oh. Alright. Now, I believe Hugh is a gifted student, of course, and that he gets outstanding grades, but never causes trouble? Now that's suspect. I think there's anything to do with the other hand. Oh? Oh, whoops. I thought stop might be paused on this. Alright, from the top. Well, I didn't see any motion. Never causes trouble. Huh. I failed to notice anything. Listen again. Maybe in her lower arm? Wobbly elbow? Twitching wrist? Wait. Oh. Why is that wobbling? Hold on.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's subtle. Juniper, you start coughing when you're under stress. You can't hide it from me no matter how hard you try. When you said, "and never causes trouble," a cough escaped and made your scarf flutter. As for why you were stressed, it's because you were lying. I like that one. That's really subtle.
Junie, you're trying to hide Hugh's connection to this case, aren't you? And I believe that also ties into a secret about yourself. A secret about me? I don't understand.
I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore.
What? Why?
Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is.
He ended their friendship after he found out about Junie's secret, which means Hugh must have felt betrayed by Junie, making her
the snitch. Yo. Yeah, clearly it's not these top two because we're trying to get her off scot-free like every other defendant in this franchise. Well, except one I can think of, but she's got to be the snitch. I was wrong, it's not Scuttlebutt, is it? Huh.
You were Professor Court's snitch, weren't you? There's a rumor going around that one of the students here is a snitch. I hear they're watching everything we do, our activities, our relationships, our interests, and reporting it all to one of the professors. And while fulfilling that role, you learn something about Hugh you'd rather forget. I don't know what you're talking about. Junie, please, stop hiding things from me. I hate having to force things out of you like this. Looks like we're going to have to do this the hard way. Time to review the evidence and see if I can't prove my hypothesis. I must have something that proves Junie's a snitch and Hugh's connection to the case.
Huh. Well, I don't think it's that. Hugh's scrap. This is a piece of Constant Court's journal. It was about her own scheduled meetings with Hugh O'Connor. It's not necessarily a list of details that Juniper's been feeding her about Hugh, is it? I'm not sure what Hugh 120 means, though. Okay, I want to say this journal and the scrap of paper would prove that Hugh is connected, but what about this has anything to do with Juniper being a snitch? I'm struggling here. Huh. Well, whatever. It's not like I have a life bar. I'm not going to get penalized, so I may as well just randomly guess, you know?
Take that!
I'm relieved to see you're coming around. You see, I wasn't trying to hide anything.
Juniper's one cool customer, Athena.
Oh, wait, I don't think that was the right piece of evidence. Whatever you show me won't change the fact that I've already told you all I know. I must have something that proves Junior's a snitch and Hugh's connection to the case.
Bleh. This journal?
Take that!
Okay, all right, I was barking up the right tree. Good, all right.
Right here in Professor Court's planner, it says, routine report.
Son of a bitch. Oh.
I believe this is meant to mean when the snitch would report into Professor Court.
Oh. I completely interpreted that as a routine report with Hugh. Ah.
I also believe Professor Court planned to meet Hugh in private based on the snitch's info. And from their meeting, Hugh must have put two and two together and figured out your secret. So you see, it all makes sense only if you're the snitch, Junie. The sniffle. Oh, forgive me. Forgive me, Thena. I've been lying to you this whole time. Truth is, I suspected Hugh from the start. You did? Now this is surprising.
Whoa. I'm not sure the soundtrack's played before in this game either.
I'm so sorry. I've talked about friendship so much, but I've been a terrible friend.
Juniper, I don't have that special kind of hearing that Athena does. I don't need to sense the pain you're feeling inside. And its intensity is directly proportional to how you feel about your friend. Am I right?
Hello? Please, Junie, tell me why you suspected Hugh. I have a feeling that will be the key to getting to the bottom of this whole case. What exactly was your role as class snitch? Professor Court had told me how Academy alumni had strayed from the path of justice.
The dark age of the law, huh?
She didn't want any more of our students going astray like that. But few others at the Academy shared her view.
I thought her ideas were beautiful, though sad and unrealistic.
She asked you to be her eyes and ears, didn't she? I used to report to her once a month about any wrongdoings I'd seen or heard about.
And that report session in her planner, the one from October 22nd, was a part of that.
Yes, that's when I reported Hugh to Professor Court. She snitched on her own friend.
But what were the details?
I had accidentally overheard Hugh talking.
What did you hear?
He was talking to someone on the phone. I think it was one of his parents.
What were they talking about?
Something about having paid money for good test scores. I only overheard him talking, so I never did find out who the money was going to. What? That's bribery. Hugh was buying his way through school, and if that's the case, then that evidence that always seemed out of place might actually be about his secret.
Oh. Oh. Hugh won $20?
Take that!
We found this while we were investigating the stage. It's got Hughes' name on it. I didn't know what the number meant at the time, but now that I'm hearing about bribes,
It must mean that a bribe of 120 grand was to be paid in October. Wait, what? Grand? I mean, I would guess like 120 maybe like a daily payment, maybe weekly, but holy shit. That's some dosh, holy crap.
What's more, take a look at this mark. That same mark is on the pages of Professor Court's planner.
Hey, you're right. Finally.
Oh, wait. But why would Professor Court have that kind of information in her planner? You don't really think the person who was taking the bribe money was... It's just a possibility at this point, but it may indeed have been Professor Court. But...
That is impossible. She'd be the last person I'd ever suspect of accepting bribes.
Like I said, it's just a possibility, but a rather good one. Maybe their private talk had to do with the possibility of the bribery being exposed. And what started out as a little argument soon got out of hand.
It's not your fault, Junie. Anybody would have suspected Hugh if they knew what you knew.
No, I don't believe that alone would have driven him into murder. There was another reason why I suspected Hugh. You've got to be kidding me. There's another reason?
Oh, this'll be good.
I saw Hugh around 7 p.m. the day before the mock trial. Oh, so she's finally ready to talk about that. When I saw him, his... Oh, Athena. Junie, are you alright? Just try to relax and tell me what happened.
I never wanted to see what I did. But I'll have to live with it, won't I? In that hallway, Hugh's hands... His hands were dripping with blood.
His hands were dripping with blood. What? But why?
That's gotta do with the pottery, right? Maybe? I don't know.
What am I going to do? Deep down, I know Hugh can't be the killer. But my mind keeps telling me he is, no matter how hard I try to convince myself he isn't. Oh, what am I going to do? Hugh, he's... I can't take this anymore, Athena. So she hid the fact that she had seen Hugh and said she went home at 6 because she wanted to avoid talking about what she saw. Junie, it must have been terrible holding all of that in. But it's going to be okay. I'll get to the bottom of this. And that's my promise from one good friend to another. I'll be defending Juniper tomorrow. If that's okay with you, Professor Means.
My main concern is whether you can defeat that prosecutor. But I won't try to stop you. I will be watching from the gallery, and shall look forward to seeing what sort of results your methods can produce. Good luck tomorrow. Now, if you would excuse me.
Huh. Athena, I'm sorry. I really mean it. I wish I had trusted you from the start. You have to uncover the truth tomorrow. I know you can do it.
Don't worry, we already know that the prosecution's key piece of evidence is a fake. And thanks to you, we figured out the motive, too. Let's give this our best shot, Athena. Let tomorrow be the day Juniper walks free.
I wouldn't have it any other way. We should be all ready now. What could possibly go wrong this time?
Famous last words.
Still, there's this strange, uneasy feeling I can't shake. I'd better be imagining it.
Yeah. I don't believe Hugh O'Connor is the murderer. I think he is at worst an accomplice, at best a blackmailed stooge who was forced to do something he'd rather not have. Not blackmailed by Blackquill, I mean, but... Oh, I wonder if that's what the blackmail Blackquill has on him is. Maybe Blackquill knows about the bribes. Oh. Well, well. Things are getting interesting. Huh. I wonder if Blackquill's been told by Fulbright that Athena's figured out the tape and the actual time of day, well, time of night really, and the billboard, the artwork with the moon. It'd be very satisfying to have Blackquill come out swinging with this secret weapon, only to just immediately bat him down. Like, no, this is how it is, but knowing that wily bastard, he's already thought of something else. Oh well. Yeah, I feel like this Hugh business here at the end it's a misdirection. I'm with Athena, there's something off about all this. I still think that Professor Means is the mastermind, the culprit even. But under that lens of thought, it was kind of odd that it was like, yeah, okay, Athena, go ahead, do the defending, attorneying, you ace. I don't know, if Aristotle Means what really was the killer, he'd be like, oh crap, these kids are getting pretty close to uncovering the truth. Maybe I should step in, take the reins, steer this how I want, through any means necessary and all that. But at the same time, maybe he was thinking, alright, these kids are focusing down hard on Hugh O'Connor. They're gonna try and point him as being the culprit. I'm getting off scot-free. I could see it go either way. Well, as always, Ace Attorney has been an utter joy, and I look forward to continuing it next time, so until then, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been Dual Destinies. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll catch you next time, so until then, please take care.